listening to the Cast of Champions, the Boldcast by Radio Network. And this is Mark, aka BCB Mark B.
Robert, slacking, cracking.
Alright. How y'all doing today? We're going to start y'all off with a little bit of news, Mr. Newdecker. A little TNA lawsuit, possibly?
Well, I mean, it's not a possibility. That's what's happening right now. We got Corgan suing TNA, calling them insolvent. There's a lot of evidence. I mean, there's been a couple of new lawsuits coming up already. Dale Oliver. I think American Express is suing them for not paying their bills.
State of Tennessee's giving them a lien.
Yep, they're in massive trouble. I forgot the parent company is going to pay Corgan.
The Fight Network.
It's the Fight Network,
Anthem Sports or something.
I think it's Anthem Sports is supposed to pay Corgan what he's owed. I think they're wanting to push Corgan out, but he might win this court case. If he does, and Dixie's out on the street.
Yeah, he's got full control. Then a little news about Mr. Kalisto coming back to a house show. Yeah,
he's back in the house show. He's looking good. Probably see him in the Cruiserweight division sooner than later.
They better. I think he'd be a perfect fit. I could see him and Rich Swann having great matches.
Oh, yeah. Well, they did on Independence. Evolve, Dragon Gate, all that.
And then, finally, a little news from the Alberto Del Rio and Page circuits.
Well, Alberto's apparently going to go to TNA. I'm hoping he doesn't. Apparently Paige, I'm not sure if she had the neck surgery, but I heard rumors that WWE's not going to pay for it because they don't deem it necessary. So that's going to be an out-of-pocket expense. But, Alberto just bought an MMA promotion, so I think he's okay on money.
In the words of you, ain't kin to me.
Pretty much. I mean, and I don't know if I mentioned this, but he's actually offered WWE, not WWE, but CM Punk a spot on his first show.
Well, CM Punk's just going to get his ass kicked again.
Hey. Yeah, he will.
Alright, well, that was news and notes. Now on to a little bit of Monday Night Raw and the horrible show it really was.
I mean, for what it's worth, it was good. So what we have, we'll just go with the top 5. I really enjoyed the Sasha Charlotte Foley segment.
More for Mick Foley than the two women.
Well, Sasha was really good. I think Charlotte went over the top, personally, because she was just trying to do that really heelish role and it came very stagnant. Yeah, and Foley had to pick up where she was not able to go. Sasha was really good in that segment. I thought it brought it to a head, but it's been a bad build for them, but I think they're going to blow it out of the water with the Hell in a Cell. Honestly, the only match that might is the Kevin Owens and Seth Rollins, but it's going to be really close to who's the best match of the night.
Both of them have not been built up very well, and that's sad.
I really enjoyed the Axel Bo Dallas.
Yes, Curtis Axel and Bo. They're finally doing something with Bo Dallas.
Even though they took most of Axel's signs away before the show.
Boo, not sure WWE. Why. Boo.
But I'm enjoying that a lot. And of course, we got to talk about the Rich Swann match, which is awesome.
Well, can you handle this?
Yeah, he's finally having fun. They're finally doing something. I really love they've quit talking about his dead parents finally.
Thankfully, and they let him be himself, which he might be the most charismatic member of the Cruiserweight division by a long shot.
I mean, I've seen this man watch on a DVD. I watched a DVD where he literally wrestled an entire match with a bucket of chicken. One of the best matches I've seen in my life. He kicked this dude so hard in the head for knocking a piece of chicken out of his mouth. It was hilarious. Great comedy match.
This is actually happened.
Rick Swann's really underrated. And, of course, the worst thing of the night was the Dana Brooke segment. I hate the arm wrestling thing. It doesn't make sense for Mick Foley to say, I signed this great women's match, but also signed an arm wrestling match.
Between Dana Brooke and Bayley with a bum arm.
Yeah, it reminded me of some... What was that Hulk Hogan movie where he faced Zeus? It reminded me of that, because wasn't there like an arm wrestling match in that? It really brought me back to that.
Yeah, it was pretty good.
Yeah. And it's on a card where there was so much bad on. I mean, the Strowman, El Generico segment was crap.
Well, that's because they're building Generico, as you like to call him, very weak, and it's bad business. He deserves more. He can have an awesome match with Strowman. He can carry Strowman.
They need Strowman to go up against somebody that's actually a big guy.
What they need to do is put Strowman back in developmental, not NXT, developmental, and have him do something there. He's too great.
NXT kind of is technically still developmental.
NXT is better than Raw. I don't call it developmental.
I would have to say you're actually right. I agree with you. And then, but special mention, Suplex City.
I only like it because the Goldberg sucks chance. That's the only reason why I enjoyed that segment. And Vince McMahon got so mad he cut the segment short because Brock started laughing hysterically on air. And he's supposed to be a heel.
Goldberg does suck.
Yeah, but so does Brock. I mean, I don't care to see them promote a video game for a month. I mean, unless you're going to come out with a special DLC that matters to me, go away.
Yes, please do. It was terrible. The build of the match is terrible. Everything about it.
I mean, I swear, next week they're going to give away a free Xbox One if you sign up to the network. They're literally going to do that just so you would buy the game. It's ridiculous.
I've already signed up to the network. Heck,
I know if they get Ring of Honor.
Network. Yeah, if they get Ring of Honor, shoot, I'll pay a little extra.
The company that did that actually, WWE owns stock in, so it is a very good possibility. You have Ring of Honor, Evolve, and a couple other wrestling promotions on the WWE network.
I will pay all the extra I need to pay.
I'll pay this. They're saying $15 to $20 a month. I'll do that if I get more than WWE.
And I'm pretty sure Robert would thank me for it too.
All right, so let's go back. So let's go to the better show.
The much better show, SmackDown. The Wyatt family.
I told you he was going to join. I told you 2 weeks ago.
What do y'all think about Orton and Wyatt? That's one thing I wonder, viewers.
Well, I told you it's smart money because you have someone who's on the tail end of their career. They need a third guy. They need to have a strong character, someone who's been there a while to help promote them and build the group. Because everyone else is out or on a different show. It's smart money. He's the only guy on the roster that makes sense because he's psychotic, so he fits in well. So I thought it was good. I thought it was a good match. I loved the RKO, even though I saw it coming a mile away because I said 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
It was a great segment.
But the thing is, what role does he play exactly in the Wyatts? Because you already have the leader and the right hand.
He's going to play an acolyte. He's going to have to prove himself to Bray Wyatt, prove what he is. He's going to build new stars. It's going to be good TV because he's going to have less mic time. He's going to have a different character and a different ringing style if they do it correctly.
Another piece of greatness.
Just stay away from the jumpsuit. That's all I ask.
Another piece of greatness. The no chin music.
I love it. That man can throw a kick like nobody else.
I mean, I think he's had I was looking closely at the face again. And it looks like he's had jaw surgery on both sides.
Oh, yeah. He lost out in a car accident. There's no way the man was born that way. But I loved the ending of the match, because I knew they're going to have to do something with him screwing over Dean accidentally. Great match, great ending, and it really gives Dean a chance to go super heel.
Granted, the problem is I still think they need to take him out of the title picture for a while when they do that.
Well, from what I heard, he's supposed to be taking a break. But, I mean, if he turns heel, it's a new life to him. He's better as a heel. His mic works better as a heel. His in-ring work is better as a heel. I think it's good for him. And that's what they do. And AJ is good either way.
Yeah, AJ is just one of those guys. He's a legend in the business.
Yeah.
He's just really good. And then Alexa Bliss. Breath of fresh air to the women's division of WWE.
Yeah, I loved everything about that segment. I mean, she called her out, Becky out for everything. I mean, even went over strong after the segment. The previous week she came out in the Freddy Krueger gear, which was awesome.
Oh, yeah. Anything Alexa Bliss wears is awesome.
And online you can see her in the full Goldust face paint.
Yeah, which she surprisingly pulls off.
Yeah, in an awkward way that you don't want to think about.
Yeah, but she's still... I mean, it's Alexa Bliss. There's not a lot she can't pull off.
And of course, and I'm not saying bad about this, but the worst thing of the night was the Miz and the
Spirit Squad.
It was a great match. I just do not like the feud. And honestly, it wasn't even that bad. I don't really think there is a worst of the week, but if I had to pick one, that would be it.
Yeah, that...
Because the whole commentating segment fell flat because they kept tripping over their words and not making sense. So the whole point of that segment fell flat because they couldn't get the commentating right.
Oh, yeah.
So that's why I call it the worst of the week.
Yeah, but the sad part is, as bad as that was, it was almost better than 3/4 of the Raw show.
It was. I mean, I don't know. I mean, it's definite they had different writing staff. I'm pretty sure the Zombie Princess is writing for SmackDown because it shows.
Let's just put it this way. Alexa Bliss's ass was better than the whole Raw show.
You think her ass is better than anything on the planet. Now, let's go ahead and go to NXT, sir.
Yeah, well, that was part of the whole point. Is just her ass alone was better than
of course.
the whole entire
so we got Rick Swann,
Oh, yeah.
No Way Jose, great match.
Can you handle this? No way, Jose.
Yeah, that's their theme music.
Yeah, that was
and then
amazing.
We got Bobby Roode getting some good heat.
Glorious. He's amazing. Bobby Roode should be on the main roster, but he's amazing.
And finally, we have Generation Next. If you're a Ring of Honor fan from back in the day, you know who that is.
Austin Aries and Roderick Strong debuting against Tucker Knight and Otis Dozovich.
If Dozovich would have did the worm like he did at the live show, he would have been so far over. They didn't keep him on TV. I don't think it was a good matchup just because it's just two different sizes, two different styles, and I really felt like Roderick Strong and Austin Aries had to fight more.
They needed a team that was more their size.
Yeah, they didn't need a squash match. What they needed was a premier match to show where they belong, and they didn't get that in the first time out.
Dozovich and Knight would have been better off being paired against somebody like Sanity or somebody or the Authors of Pain.
Yeah. Actually, I think that would be a good way to take out the Authors of Pain would be them. I would love that.
Because Tucker Knight's actually not bad, and neither is Dozovich.
Well, and then we have Sanity, which is awesome.
Oh, yes. I know the only part you don't like is Nikki Storm.
Well, when she scratches herself like a raccoon that has rabies, I do have an issue. I understand she's trying to go over crazy.
And punches Eric Young in the face.
That's fine. I just don't like how she's trying to pull how crazy she is. And it's just you can be crazy without, slapping yourself and pulling on your jawline. I mean, she does not know how to portray a character. She needs to learn that.
And then, of course, I know you said something to me earlier about the whole Shinsuke thing. Because you were talking about like his character. I thought everybody liked this character.
Well, I mean, it's a different character. I know a lot of people compare him to Jack Sparrow because he has the same body movements. He does a lot of the same stuff. I love the character. Some people just don't get his mannerisms, his in-ring style. His mic skills are a lot different than anything anyone's used to. And I love it. And that's probably why he's in NXT until they're able to feel that he's ready to go up. I think he'd be a good addition to the club, and it's going to build them where they need to be. To me, there was not a bad match on NXT. Everything was great.
Yeah, it was. It was pretty good. But then you have Lucha Underground, another great show.
I can't say enough about it. AR Fox is there. I'm so happy.
Kill shots, buddy.
Yes. They're going to have matches that are going to blow everything out of the water. People are going to be talking about it for months.
Killshot, that was just amazing. And then the rabbit vignettes.
I'm interested, but sometimes their characters are just way over the top.
I know you weren't really much of a fan of this, but the Ricochet Mil Muertes.
I enjoyed the match. It's better than their previous one. They had really good heat, good match, and a good, strong win for Puma.
Yeah, and then the Trios battle, which was interesting.
Drago,
really Aerostar, and Phoenix.
Oh, yeah, I love that Drago went over, and then they had that whole build-up to where...
Aztec Warfare.
Where the Serpent Lady is apparently somehow related to him, mythically and all that. So that's good for storyline build. I really want Callahan back. Mm-hmm. I don't know why he was only for 1 week, but he needs to come back. He really needs to tear that ring up.
Yeah, Mysterio and Chavo, that's another feud that...
Mysterio's out for a little while because he got taken out by Chavo the previous week.
And then, of course, you got the possibility of Johnny Mundo and Sexy Star.
That's not a possibility. That's happening.
Yeah. Who do you want to go over?
Sexy Star.
I'm surprised.
Why? Johnny Mundo's better as angry heel that feels he deserves something. When he gets what he wants, his character dies. He needs to have to fight and claw, and he gets the Lucha Championship dirty. That makes more sense. He should not win against Sexy Star now. He should go for a couple of bit more. Then he should weasel his way into a triple threat, win dirty for the gift of the gods, then go on to the championship. That's how it should go because he keeps his character strong.
Now, from arguably the best show of the week to the worst again.
No, I would say Raw was worse.
Well, yeah, maybe so. But I'm just saying that as being an asshole to TNA for a little bit. But yeah, TNA was actually a little bit better than Raw. Good point. But yeah, what's up with Edwards staying over Cody?
Well, he just won the championship, and why are you going to have the guy that's fresh off the WWE win the title? That's what everyone expects. They're not going to do that. Edwards is a good guy. He just has poor mic skills, but he can work the ring. He deserves a championship. I just don't think they did it the right way, but he's going to prove he deserves to be there. He did the same thing with Ring of Honor. They put the title on him, didn't know what to do, and he built that title. He built his brand there.
Now, some of the crazy stuff. Let's see. Eli Drake and EC3.
I hated it. I hate their feud.
That's meh. Broken and obsolete.
I've been sick of it for so long. I mean, it's funny, but for them to get that much TV time when they have nothing to do, I mean, they're fighting the failed NXT talent.
Which,
I don't care.
2 failed NXT jabronis with Al Snow. Yeah, no.
Who doesn't even go on TV because they don't want to pay him extra to do it.
Exactly, and the Miracle and then DJZ and Rockstar Spud were some of the highlights to me.
Yeah,
and then. What do you think of the Brodus Clay vignette? The Fixer.
It doesn't make sense because he doesn't have enough in the business or prove himself to be able to fix anyone's talent.
And of course, the Knockouts segment sucks.
Yeah, they're going to have to revamp that because they're really getting back to where they were in the early days where the women's were there and they had okay matches, but look at them with their little tight skirts. They're getting to that point again.
TNA, I remember when the Knockouts division used to be so much better than the Divas division.
Well, they don't have the talent now. They don't have the talent pool they did.
Yeah. It was so much better.
And when they didn't, they just have Awesome Kong come out, powerbomb somebody, and yell at the camera, and bam, you had a segment. They don't have that power anymore.
Yeah, because Awesome Kong was a great performer.
Yeah.
Awesome Kong gave you a reason to look at women's wrestling as something more than just somebody to look at.
It's the best thing they have in that women's division.
And they don't even use her. Yeah, they don't use
Courtney Rush. All she did was that sweet
Rush.
coast to coast that they didn't even catch fully on camera.
Yeah, they don't use Courtney Rush at all.
No, they should. She's the next Daphne.
Yeah. And just TNA fell flat. And of course, Lashley and Ojanaka, who cares?
Well, I really hate Lashley because every segment he does, he basically calls people fake and he's real. I understand wrestling's fake, but you're on wrestling, you're supposed to be a wrestler. And
stop exposing the business.
Yeah, it's just, I know it's kayfabe or whatever, but it's just bad storylines. I don't like it. I think you're just putting down a product that you're getting paid to do, and it's not real heat. It's just, I don't want to see you anymore heat.
Yeah, it's X-Pac heat.
It's not, more than, I mean, I don't really understand the term X-Pac heat because I've enjoyed every match I've seen him in since he was 1, 2, 3 kid wearing a diaper. I've enjoyed every match that man's put on.
I'm just using the term they...
Yeah, I'm just saying. I just never understood that term.
But we'll close it out with a little bit of something called looking at the next pay-per-view, a little Hell in a Cell.
I mean, it's going to be interesting. I'm not too interested in the Roman Reigns. The main one I'm really interested is the women's. I think they're going to blow it out of the water.
Yeah, the women's match is the match to give a rat's ass
and
about.
Kevin Owens and Seth Rollins, they're going to pull some magic in that cage.
But the build-up was terrible. And the thing with the Reigns-Rusev match, who cares? Reigns and Rusev, that
I'm pretty sure you'll have like the Superman punch off the top of the cell or some stupid stuff like that.
That build-up is flatter than a 3-day-old Coke.
Well,
that's how flat.
His wife's hot. That's about it.
Well, yeah, Lana is hot, but that's about it. That really is about it. Well, that was our analysis for today, guys. You've been listening to the Cast of Champions on the Boldcast Radio Network. That's all the time we have. You can catch us at Cast of Champions with the O is actually a 0, as we've told y'all the whole time, on Twitter. You can also find us on Boldcastify on Facebook and Instagram, wherever fine social media is. Also, you can find the general sports at Bcastify Sports and the general page at Boldcastify.
And check us up on the website as well.
Yes, sir. Thank you for your time.